Good morning, you guys. Oh, you can hear me. Hello, hello. I did not know I was yet live. I'm so glad that it's connected now. Let me try to get my camera. It's like a goofy green. How y'all doing? Good morning, you guys. Oh, you can hear me. Hello, hello. Okay. I did not know so why am I yet watching live. I'm so glad that it's connected now. Let me try to get cool. So I'm live. I'm excited. I love that. It worked. It worked. I can't believe it worked. Good morning, everybody. And so welcome to the Grant of the Week Live. Let me just make sure that I'm live inside of my app here. It is the Grant of the Week with your favorite girl, Inga Nicole. I'm excited about that. I can't believe we did it, y'all. Um, and so I just want to turn this off. If you haven't met me already, I'm going to share with you who I am. The first thing I want you to do is get up in this room and share with someone else that you know, that we share with somebody else that you know that we are currently live and that we are going to do this thing today. So sometimes you see yourself looking. I see like nothing but a screen here. Um, and so I love that we're live. And so I'm checking. Guys, share. The first thing I want you to do is enter your city and state and then share right away, right? And we're going to be doing the grant of the week. I'm going to be sharing so many things with y'all. I am right now dropping the links inside of the live for what we're going to be doing. We did it, you guys. Yeah. I'm so happy for that. Just making sure that we can hear. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so I'm just going to be sharing it, staring at you. And so I just want to give y'all a quick link while we're together, real quick. And then we're going to get this party started. And so sometimes being on live, it feels like you're simply just talking to yourself. And it's a goofy thing, but when I tell y'all, if anybody is a person that is going live, I want y'all to make sure that you don't stop, that you keep on going, okay? And so my name is Inga Nicole. I help ambitious women entrepreneurs start, fund, and grow their business by using the power of free money in the form of grants. And today, what I'm going to be sharing with you is how to build your perfect avatar. What is an avatar? That's your customer, who you talk to, what you're selling. It could be a business, it could be your nonprofit, it could be a product, service, a client, whatever it is. I'm going to show you how to talk to the perfect person because one of the things I find is that when we're sharing with everybody, we're really not selling anything because everybody's not your person. And if you know who your person is, you're going to get so much done. You're going to sell so much more. You're going to have better offerings with your clients and you're going to feel better. You're not going to feel so all over the place. How do I say that? I say that because I am she. I am the one that used to be all over trying to service everybody because be honest, we're women. We're good at everything. And so I'm going to show you how to niche it down, how to get into to find your lane right now, all right? And so please, as you're joining this live, tell someone else that you're live together. And so first thing I'm going to do, I'm sharing right now. We are live. I'm going on my Facebook. We are live. Oh, my phone's goofy. I'm sharing that we're live right now. And then we're going to go get started. So as you're joining in, I want you to be sure to tell me your city and state, where you're from, who am I hanging out with, and all the good things. And then as I get to know you, the reason that I asked your city and state is because if I know where you are, you're participating in our community. And so as we're together, as you're participating in the community, I'm going to help you find more grant opportunities in your area. And the cool part about that is there are so many more opportunities that are local to you, that are in businesses that are local to you, foundations that are local to you than all over the world. And if you can get millions of dollars right in your own backyard, and you really don't even know about that. And so this is why I always ask you to comment your city and state. The other thing is the first person that comments wins a prize. I always give out a cool prize. It could be a candle, it could be a done for you grant, it could be an ebook. You never, ever, ever know. But I always love to give things out. And so while I'm sharing that we are live, I want y'all to share that we are live too. So I'm getting my link out and I'll be following along in the comments because I'm kind of streaming from my Zoom. But let's see where we're at. I'm gonna tell them that we are live now. And I know we are. Am I still? I know I'm still live. I better be live. All right, there we go. Share good morning, and make sure you're talking to me in the comments. I'm just telling my Facebook that we're live, and you share. I want to see all the shares. I want to see like so many shares. We are live. So go to your Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are live. Right? Grant of the week. Grant of the week. The other thing we're going to do at the end of this, y'all, is we are going to do some, I'm going to take you into my school and we're going to do some grants together. All right. So publish that. All right, cool. Give me 1 second here and let's get started. Let's get this party started. All right. So, if you have any questions, what I want you to do is ask your questions as we're going along. There's no formal way really to go live. I feel like after a certain amount of time, you just kind of get used to doing it, and it gets a little bit easier because sometimes you be trying to make such a production out of it, and it really doesn't take all that. So, we going live now. Let's go. All right, y'all ready? I love this. It looks good. We're good. It's cool. All right, and so the first thing I want you to know about is your avatar, right? And when you're thinking about your avatar, I want you to think about who is your person. And so as you're thinking about who your person is, y'all, and give me a second because I be needing notes too. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Here we go. One of the things I started doing was I started like try to have like a schedule for myself because sometimes I feel like I I'm just like over there, over there, over there, and people can't follow along. And so y'all can kind of like see that as we're going along right now. But I'm gonna share screens. I kind of wanted to have for y'all a I wanted to have like slides, but I did it anyway, whatever. So anyway, here we go. So I'm about to share with y'all. Where is that thing at? Are you ready? Are you ready? 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 All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Where y'all from? I'm looking for you guys. I'm about to get on. Let me get on the YouTube right here. I'm gonna come over here so I can see you guys. YouTube. Where are you guys? 1 second, y'all. All right. Ready? I had to turn off like all systems and go and turn off all my phones and stuff. All right. So here's what I want you to do. So when you think about so the avatar, y'all, this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build that person that you talk to. And one of the things that I learned is that, like I said earlier, a few minutes ago, when you pick that one person, again, whether it's your business, whether it's your nonprofit, no matter if you're selling a product, no matter what you're doing, when you choose that person, it's going to be easier for you to do. And so I want you to remember that it's not your whole community, right? It's not everybody that you talk to, and it's not everybody. It's that one person that needs to get what you're doing. And so when you find this first perfect person, it's going to help you when you're doing your grants because it's going to help you have clarity. When they ask you who you serving, what are you doing, who are you helping? It's one person. It's Ebony, right? And she is 35 to 40, or she is 40 to 55, or she is 6 to 12. You know who that one person is. It's going to help you when you're selling something. Because guess what? You can't sell something to a teenager that you can sell to an adult woman, right? So it's going to help you have the clarity of who you're selling to, and what you're talking about. It's going to change the conversation in the way that you're talking to the person that you're working with, okay? It's going to help you grow in your sales, and it's going to help when you're growing. It's going to help you have the clarity that you need to be able to deliver the same thing over and over again. I'll tell you an example about mine. My person is a woman, and you're here right now, right? You're probably about 40 to 50-ish. You're in your business, right? You're an entrepreneur, you're a self-starter, you're a leader, you're a little confused about which direction you want to go, but you do know that you want to go, right? The only thing between you and the action is the money. And if you had the money, you would have more of the action. And so you're my person. You're the person that I'm helping. And that's the person that we're going to be building together today. And so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to give your avatar a name, right? And so if you're a business, then it's going to be your customer. If you're a nonprofit, that's going to be your participant. And if you're in a ministry, then that's going to be your member, right? Because remember, me personally and my business, Get Grants Daily Maximus Financial Group, I'm helping new ambitious entrepreneur, especially women, start, fund, and grow. So that's my person. Who is your person? Is it your customer? Is it your participant? Or is it your member? That's the first thing you gotta ask yourself. The second thing you gotta do is pick an age group. How old are they? How old is the person that you're working with, right? What is their age range? It's not a big range, it's a small range. Like mine, 40 to 50. It's like that window of people, right? 40, 55-ish. Like that's my window of people. I do get some scragglers. Some people are 35, some people are going into 60, but for the most part, my general population are 40-ish, about 45 to 55. That's my population, right? And so, who's your population? Pick your age range. I want you to put one range. I want you to get out a piece of paper. Make this easy for yourself. I believe really, truly in writing the vision and making it plain. Piece of paper, plain piece of paper. This is easy to do. I could tell you to click here and drop here and do that, but get yourself a piece of paper. On the piece of paper, the first thing you're going to put is what's their name, right? Give them a name. So, what's your customer's name? If you think about that, you're serving African American women, and if I'm serving an African American woman and she is 40 to 45 to 50 ish, right? Then most likely, what woman 45 to 50 ish, her name is Tanya, right? Her name is Joanne. Her name is Crystal. This is that age range. You know who you're serving. If right now today I'm serving a young girl, I'm serving younger kids, like let's say I'm serving younger kids 7 to 11 years old. 7 to 11 years old. Her name is what? Ariel. Her name is Brielle. Her name is True, right? Her name is that is her name. Think about the names. Like it sounds weird, and it's like Inga, what are you talking about anyway on this live? It sounds weird, but if you can think of their name, it's gonna put you more in line. I'm telling you, my client, I could tell you their names because it's people I know. Terry, Lawanda, Crystal, Virdra. These are people's real names because this is the age group, and these are the names of people that they were. So I want you to pick a name, and I want you to take your pen and your paper, and I want you to write their name. My client's name is. Give it one or two names, right? So you'll always remember. If you're working with a woman, what's a man's name right now? So if you're working with a man who's like 45, 50, his name's John, right? His name is Corey. His name is Kevin. You feel me? If you're working with someone younger, his name is Sean, right? His name is Ryan. Like you get what I'm saying. Write your avatar's name. Your avatar is the character that you sell to, the person that you sell to. And if you could get that, then you're going to understand. Let's talk about where they live. In their location, where are they living? So I want to think about my person is, and when I say where they live, city, state, or type of community is what you want to know. So if I think about my person is, and I'm just going off of clients, but my person is suburban, right? They're living either in a condo or in a single family house, right? My person is definitely going to have a driveway, a two-car garage. They're either in their first home or their forever home. I know that for sure. Think about it like that. And this might be something that you have to come back to. And this might be like you may have to like follow along right now and then come back to this video to recreate because this is a lesson, honestly, that's going to entail some serious thought. Like to know your person. Y'all, this is what they're selling us right now. If you look at your phone, you want help with your avatar, look at your phone. Look at what you're attracted to. Look at who you're talking to. Look at what you're seeking every single day. This is easy. All you gotta do is pick up your phone right now and go to your feed, and your feed is going to tell you who your person is. Because your feed is what you're attracted to, is what you're seeking, is what you're looking at, is what you're doing every single day. You can't deny the algorithm, no matter what you think. And so look at that algorithm to see what it is you talk to if you're not sure. And I'm saying that if you're not, if you have to give it more thought and you want to come back to this, I want you to just make sure that you have your paper and that you're writing down their names. And so I guess let me write on my paper while I'm telling you to write on yours. And so the first number one, right, is the name. And so I'm going to just name my avatar. We're going to call her Tanya because I'm sure that I got quite a few Tanyas that I'm working with, right? And her age, number two, her age, and I'm putting age on my paper and I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to say that she's 45 to 55. There are some stragglers in between. We talked about that. They might be 35, they might be 60, but they're in the age range, and then people are going to come around. She's definitely a woman. She's definitely a minority. I know that. Build your person. Her name's Tanya. She's a minority, or she's a Caucasian woman. She's an Indian woman. She's Puerto Rican. She's a man. He's masculine. He's metrosexual. Who is your person? The more you know about your person, the more you're going to be able to sell. And the deep thought that you could give to this is things that you buy, like, right? So I was telling somebody the other day, we buy that Tide pin. So it says Tide, Dawn takes, let's talk about Dawn first. Commercials, right? Dawn takes grease out of your way. And when I see a Dawn commercial during the day, the Dawn commercial is going to be to a mom, a stay-at-home mom. It's going to be to a daycare provider that's watching TV, supposed to be watching the kids, right? But they're watching TV. But Dawn takes grease out of your way. And every time I go shopping, although I see all the other Dawns, all the other dishwashing liquid, I want Dawn because Dawn takes grease out of your way, and I'm convinced of it, right? They be rubbing the grease, the gut, they be rubbing, what is it, environmental grease off of birds, off the ducks in the water with the Dawn and making them squeaky clean. So I believe that the Dawn is going to do my ditch. Think about Tide. There's this pin that, you know, that white stripe Tide pin that if you get a stain on your white, but if you take the pin and you wipe it, it takes it out. Women are buying Tide, right? So when I'm watching a commercial and it's talking to a demographic, it's talking to people that do laundry, it's talking to women that have kids that are getting things messy, it's giving them Clorox cleanups, it's giving them panty liners and sanitary napkins that are leak proof for women that have extra leakage during their menstrual cycle. I know I'm taking it deep, but think when you're thinking about who your person is and you're thinking about the person that you're attracting, if you take it to what you see on commercials, it's going to make sense to you that the person I'm attracting is buying into my movie. The person that I'm attracting is going to buy into the advertisement. And it has to be a certain kind of woman because I know that a 7-year old is not getting sanitary napkins, right? And I know that a 12-year old is really not in the store getting tied. So if whatever I'm offering, I know that that's not for that person, it's for this person. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense in the comments, be like, yes, that kind of like make sense. Keep me going, Inga. And so right now on my paper, if you see right here, I have my name. I have Tanya. I have her age is 40 to 55. And the age matters because their needs are changing. Like everybody's not going to do the same thing, right? Where do they live? I already told you that my person, my avatar, call it an avatar, but my Tanya, Tanya lives in a definitely in a single home or a condo. She's definitely a homeowner or on her way to being one. She has a 1 or 2 car garage, maybe even a 3. She's proud of her space, right? I want you to close your eyes for a second and just think about what your ideal client looks like, right? And so my person is, she likes her space. She likes nice things, right? She's a certain kind of way. And if she's not a certain kind of way, she wants to be a certain kind of way. And so she's acting as if this is my person, my Tanya, my avatar. Like she likes, I believe that she likes designer items, right? But she's also cautious with her money, so she will save to buy. I used to have a person that I worked with that they was fast money, blowing money fast, blowing money fast. Money was no object. They putting that person on the couch just for you. They pulling up in their car just for you. But today, my person is a more refined woman, right? She's careful with her money. She's putting her money towards more useful things. Although she like nice things, don't get it twisted. She's careful with it. So that's my person. So as I did that for myself, I want you to imagine your ideal client, right? My ideal client is this. Here's what I had to learn and what I want you to learn right now. Don't think about who you want to serve. Think about the need that you're fulfilling. And when you think about the need that they're fulfilling, it's going to help you automatically find the person that you're serving because what you're the need that you're fulfilling or the product that you're selling is going to be based on the person that's buying it. Something I had to learn too. I know who I want to serve, but that wasn't who I was serving. That wasn't my natural trajectory. You got me? Right? And so I already told you where they live. They are suburban, right? I'm writing mine down too. Write the vision and make it plain. They're suburban. They're living in a single family or condo. They're owners or on their way to being owners, right? Their credit. I'm gonna think about for me, I'm gonna think about their credit. And if you have a question, I want you to ask right now in the comments. I'll look in 1 second. But for me, the person is if their credit isn't where they want it to be, they're constantly working on their credit. Honestly, I'm probably also describing myself because I am who what I sell, and you are what you sell as well. And so think about that part. Okay. What do they do every day? When you're selling, because this is sales is marketing, right? Your work is marketing. Everything you do is going to allow you to attract that person. Everything you put on your social media, y'all, this is a hard fact for me to realize. And I don't want to believe it. Like, I'd rather not be on social media than believe it. But everything that you put on your social media, people are buying into. They're watching to see if you live in the life you say it. Grant tours, y'all, are watching to see if you live in the life that you're saying, if you're doing the things that you say you do, if you're helping the people you say you help. They're watching to see. And so their daily life, your daily life, what is happening. And this is what needs to translate. I know we want to post cool things, our kids and walking around and being regular. I like to be inclined to post no makeup, all crazy hair, yoga pants, but the person that I'm attracting, she ain't trying to see that. Does that make sense? The person that I'm attracting, she is not with the unkept. I'm not saying that you can't be because I often am. But the person I'm attracting, when they scroll through my page, she's not trying to see the unkept. She's trying to see what she wants to be or who she thinks she is because she wants to be among like-minded people, right? And so I'm looking to make sure I can see you guys on my live. She wants to be attracted. She is attracted to what she believes that she is. Okay? All right, cool. So we're live. Do we have any comments? I'm checking out you guys. All right, cool. I'm gonna be on here then. That's what she's attracted to. All right. And so, what does a typical day in that person, what does a typical day in your person look like? Right. And so, what are they working 9 to 5, your person? Right. You're building the dream client. And if you could build the dream client, then you're going to be able to go out and find that client as you're working. Right. And so, hi. Hey, Miss Chandler. What's going on? I love LA. I love you too, India. Oh, hey, guys. Right. But the business owner, do they work long? Is she a business owner? Do they work long hours? Is she a mom balancing her kids at work? Are they teenagers facing challenges? Like these prompts that I'm sharing with you is giving you an opportunity to think about who is your person? Who are you talking to? Are you a nonprofit and they're a senior that needs your support? Are you a medical transportation van and they got wheelchairs and they need your help? Right? Are they handicapped and they have assistance all day? Do they need help into the doctor, help off the school bus, right? Do they need help writing grants or writing proposal or getting SAM numbers? Like, who are they? What are they doing during the day, right? Are they employed? Are you providing workforce development and they're looking for a job opportunity and they constantly working to refine their resume? Like, who is it? Who are you talking to? And so I want you to write that down, number 4. And number 4 is, what is their daily life? What are they doing? What kind of person are they? Like my person, I could just use myself for an example. My person is she's definitely a professional. She is definitely stressed out. She is definitely sick and tired of being sick and tired. She is definitely these things, right? Has been giving her all away, and she is so tired of giving it all away. She wants something for herself. She is actually a quite accomplished person, right, to other people, but possibly maybe herself doesn't feel too accomplished, or maybe the accolades are not enough. Like no matter how accomplished I become, is I haven't quite nailed the thing that I want for myself. That's the woman that I'm working with. And I know that about them because I am her. So I can help who I am because I'm getting better at who I'm becoming, right? And so you got to think of it like that too. In the business that you want to do, what is that person doing on their daily life, right? So that was number 4. Number 5, y'all, what is their main struggle? What is their main struggle? And y'all see, I'm not just talking, I'm writing it down too. What is their main struggle, right? And so I'll give you some examples. So if you are a for-profit business, right, depending on what service you're offering, the struggle is something that they do not have that you're going to provide. Right. So it might be workforce development. They don't have a job. They might be teenagers who need guidance and you're providing big brothers and sisters type of situation for youth, at-risk youth. It might be somebody with no stability, and so you're providing budget readiness and credit funding readiness and the things that they need to become stable. They may not have confidence, and you're the person that's going to be providing confidence for them to become better. So you're doing women's empowerment and mental health counseling, right? They may not have resources. So you might be like a social service agency that's providing resources, right? But you got to pick the one problem that you're solving. So think about the business that you want. I know I see India on here, and India provides funding resources. And so they don't have no money. It's not that they don't have money, they need more money to finish their projects. And so the person that you're building or service that you're providing and what their struggle is they need the money to finish, right? If you're a small business, you might be working on it with someone that doesn't have, you might be a business consultant and you're helping people get more customers. So their problem is they need more customers. Their problem is they don't have a system. Their problem is that they need help with marketing because you're a marketing consultant, right? So that might be you if you're doing something like business to business. Maybe an example is if you're a coach, right? And you're trying to help a client have more clarity in what they're seeking, have a better understanding for themselves and more clarity on how to navigate through the world of what their business is. They may need direction. So you're providing direction as a coach, right? They might need someone, they're great at all things, but they're not finishing anything. They need accountability. And so you're providing the accountability that they need. And so the question number 5 is, what is the struggle or what is the problem that your client is facing that you're going to be able to solve? The problem that I have or that I'm solving is my clients need funding. They need money. They're not yet ready to take on a loan from a business because they're not in position to exactly pay that loan back. Surely they could get a loan and I can help them get it, but will they ever pay it back? Will they pay it back timely without ruining their credit or ruining their business credit? But if I can get you access to grant funding that you never have to pay back, guess what? You can have this money available to you, but are you going to take out the time to put the applications in to get the money? And so the problem that I solve is money. And I like selling money, y'all, because selling money, everybody need money. And I'm just saying on a throw in that if you can learn how to sell money, everybody needs money. Period. Even you, even me. All right. If you're in ministry, think about lost souls. Somebody is a lost soul and the doors of the church are open, right? You're teaching them how to pray. You're teaching them how to understand. You're teaching them through Christ or Mormonship or whatever your platform is, whatever your religion concept is, right? And so you're helping the lost souls, right? They're lacking faith or they've been church hurt or they're broken support. And so think about what you're selling, what you're giving to the client. What is it that you are delivering? And if you could pick one main struggle, you're going to be able to solve it. Here's a problem that most of us face. I'm one of them. We're good at everything. I'm a girl of a certain age, woman of a certain age. When I tell you I'm good at everything, and you're good at everything too. You're good at everything. You could sell water to a whale, right? I mean, if I think about myself, I'm good at hair. I'm good at I got my starting businesses. I'm good at like coaching people, talking to people, but the one thing I gotta get good at is the thing that I'm serving, right? And although you're good at everything, you gotta pick one main thing. Because that one main thing is going to open up the world for you to be able to offer your services to that main thing. And then the rest makes you trustworthy to do anything else. And so today it might be kind of a heart lesson. You even might be tapping out. And I'm sure about that. Because I'm cool with that. Because a lot of people when you're learning something, it's easy to tap out like she's not, there's no drama, right? It's no love in hip hop. Nobody's fighting, nobody's arguing, nobody's dying, nobody gets shot, right? I'm telling the truth. This is the world. But when you're learning something about the business, but one thing I'm gonna tell you about those businesses, they got an audience and they got those people that love a murder drama. And guess what? They're giving you more of it. And they got those people that love scrolling on social media because they caught your algorithm and they like seeing people in pain and they see you watching because they're giving you more of it. And so the crazy part about it is they have their thing. They have their audience, which is us. And so what about your audience? I'm going to ask you that. And so sometimes watching a live like this might be, not quite that, but you giving out others are getting money from what you're doing, which is scrolling and watching and putting your eye on the thing that they're selling to you. They got your attention. Even if it's somebody that is selling you something that's beautiful and that where you're winning and being more promised in your life, you still watching it. And while we out here continue to watch other people's dream, for real, y'all, it's time to build our own. Right. And so that's what today's lesson is all about. We're about to go through the grants too, but I just know that it's important in your applications for you to know who you are, who you serve, how you help them, why you help them, with what way are you helping them, and what they're going to get out of that. If I help you do the things that I say you're going to do, what can I expect? What can if you're telling me that you're going to help me, what can I expect to get from your help? What's the result of you helping me? And for real, if you could translate that to the funder, they're going to give you more money. And if you could translate that onto your social media and onto your website and onto your sales funnel and into your articles and your ads and places that you speak, you're going to be seen and the funder's going to get it. And people are going to be able to look on your page and see exactly what you do. And more eyes are going to be on you and more business is going to be attracted to you because it makes sense. And so this is just a long way to make it make sense. I have a cousin that says that all the time. So what's their struggle? Now let's talk about their dream, y'all. I'm big on dreams. When I say I'm so big on dreams, like I believe in dreaming big. Like I feel like my slogan for 2025 is never forget your dream or the power of dreaming big or something big. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about it, right? But what do the people that you serve secretly want? See, I know Tanya's name. I know that Tanya is about 45. I know that Tanya lives in a suburban home with a one-car garage, maybe even two. I know that every day Tanya is working on her business, trying to find the money for it. See that? Tell me in the chats right now your 1 through 4 right now, right? Your 1 through 5. What's their name? What is their age? How are they living? What are they doing? And what's their struggle? I literally just told you. I'm gonna tell you again. Tanya, because I know it and I wrote it down on my paper because I write the vision and make it plain, right? Tanya is about 45 years old. She lives in a single family house, right? She might have one car garage, maybe even two. I didn't talk about even her relationship status, but Tanya right now is in a relationship. She's doing fine and she's thriving in a relationship right now. Here's the cool part about Tanya. Sometimes, because of Tanya and her life and her business and her work, sometimes she's good, sometimes she's not sure. So Tanya is in a complicated, we'll call it, it's complicated. Tanya. Yeah. See, because Tanya been married for a long time or in a relationship for a long time, and she just, you know, but because Tanya's dealing with herself. Why am I talking like this? Because I can speak for myself too, right? And so Tanya, 45, in a long-term relationship or out of a new relationship, right? Because I could do it like I could spin it like that too. She's had relationship experience, let's say that, right? She's 45, I told you that, single family house, two-car garage. Every day she's thinking about her business and being greater, and she's tired of giving it away. Her main struggle is she needs some money to make her dreams happen. She's about sick of going to work to make everybody else's dream happen. Or she's sick of working for free for herself. Tanya, do that for yourself right now. Do that for yourself right now. 1 through 5. What's her name? What's her age? How's she living? What is she doing every day? And what is her main struggle? Right? And then we're going to move on to the next one. And I'm looking at your comments to make sure I haven't missed any. And welcome to the live. I'm so glad you are here. And I pray, y'all, that this is beneficial to you. I feel like I watch YouTube a lot and I see all the productions and all the people and all the crazy, amazing, fancy things. And if I continue to spend my time trying to be awesomely amazing, am I really going to get it? Like, am I ever going to deliver it? Because I'm trying to make it perfect, right? And so let's see. I see India. I see LA. Hello, thanks for the example. It helps, right? I just arrived. Can you please provide the full list? Yes. Church hurt. That's new. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? It's so true. So the list right now, I'm gonna tell you the list so you can move on. I'll read through the list real quick. And hi, my friend from LA, Unfinished Journey. AJ, is that my AJ? Hey, AJ. All right, all right, all right. And Patricia Chandler. So let me say. So the list, y'all, we already know their name, their age, right? Number 3 is how are they living, right? Number 4 is what are they doing on a daily basis, right? Number 5 is what are they struggling with the most, right? You got to know this because how am I selling it if I don't know what you're struggling with? Why am I selling cars in a community that doesn't drive? I'm going to go to a marina and open up a car lot for real. Do you get that? Why am I at a marina selling virgin hairs when I need to be selling bait and tackle boxes? Do you get it? Unless, of course, it's a beautiful maiden out there trying to find a man. But why would I be at a marina opening up a cart lot and a wig store when I need to have a bar selling some boats and some bait and a cleaning service at the marina? Do you get where I'm going? Right? Why am I at the stadium and I'm not selling T-shirts for the for the game, right? Or hot dogs or beer at a stadium? Do you understand what I'm saying? I want to sell like horse gear at the football stadium, not big hats and beer and pretzels. Do you get what I'm saying? This is how you build your business. Business is really thought through, totally thought through. Number six is what do they secretly do? Or what do they secretly want? Excuse me. What are they dreaming of? What do they want? You got to know what your client wants. And I feel like we as adults have worked with people long enough. Here's the thing. I learned this from a coach that I have. If you understand that everything that you're selling or offering or your best pitch is going to be something that you've overcome, then you're going to know what they secretly over what they secretly want because you know what you secretly want. And you are your best client, right? Right? After number six, when you know what they secretly want, the next part is going to be telling your story. And then we're going to talk about how to deliver it. And then we're going to share the grants that we've been doing, right? So let's do number six. What do they secretly want? What is their dream outcome? For instance, do they want a job because you were helping with job service? Have they been through domestic violence and they need safety? They need to feel safe. Have they never really had a stability in their life? They've been homeless or, and I'm just talking, you might be doing a nonprofit or something, but are they looking for stability? Is it a business that you are going to work with and they need more clients? They always need more money, y'all. If you can learn how to sell money, I'm going to say it again. If you can learn how to sell money, you're going to win. Everybody needs money, right? But they always need more clients. Do they need more confidence? Right? And remember that your client is forever changing, forever growing. So that client might have started out needing money, but didn't have the confidence. And the reason that they don't have no money is because they don't have no confidence. So how can you get money if you're not confident? Because you can't get no money and not be confident. Because you got to be confident enough to sell to close the deal. Right? And so they're going to be forever in a loop of needing. But mainly, what do they need? What are they dreaming about? Right? Are they dreaming about having a breakthrough? Are they dreaming about like transforming their life? Are they look on your page? You don't know if you're not sure about your client, go through your followers. Go through your followers today. That's going to be your homework. Go through your followers. I better write that down. I want you to go through your followers because people are not following you for nothing. I want you to first go through your followers, right? Go through your last 20 posts. When you go through your last 20 posts, look at the comments. That's someone that's engaging with you. This is how you're going to find out what you're going to find out everything about your person because you're going to see the consistency, right? Most people that follow you are going to be the same because most people that like the same thing are attracted to the same thing. And so I want you to go through your last 20 posts if you're a social media person, right? If not, then go through your telephone, who you talk to the most. What y'all talking about? You might need to be your client. I'm just saying. Go through your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. I want you to go through your last 20 posts that you put up. I don't care if it's been a year. When you go through your last 20 posts, I want you to go through your comments. That's who's engaging with you. Go through the comments and see what they're saying. Whoever's talking back to you, go to their page. When you go to their page, look at what they're doing and then compare, make notes. And you're going to find your avatar, your person. You're going to see that Kim is working 9 to 5, that Kim be on her phone and she's supposed to be at work. You're going to see that Kim takes her kids to soccer practice. She posts her man for dinner sometimes. She's maybe in a coaching program. You're going to see the things that she does. You're going to see that she's trying to work out. She's been trying to lose weight for the last 5 years. I'm talking to myself. You're going to see what she does. 20 posts. Look at the comments. At the comments, look at their page. After the comments, because that's engaging, then I want you to go back to the same 20 posts and look at the likes. Take the likes and look at their pages. You're going to start to see the commonalities. That's going to help you build your person. Because your person already follows you. Your person is talking back to you. They're interested in you. They telling you, I know that's right. They high-fiving you, sending you heart emojis, flowers, and money bags. That's your person. So this is not rocket science because your person is already following you. They're just waiting for you to give it to them. And you have it. Let's talk about how you have it. So number six, remember, number six, and I gotta write my number six down too. Number six was, what do they secretly want? What do they want? Now here's the thing. Ask yourself, because you probably are your client. You are the living testimony for yourself. The reason that you're doing a business. And if you don't have a reason that you're doing a business, then you kind of need to think that through, because why are you here? Why are you staying? And not the why that keeps you attached to your business, but why did you get started? Big dream. I believe in dreaming big. You got to think about, when I started this business, I set out to do what? This is what the intention was for me in my business, to be able to help other people do what? Think about why you started. Think about the big dream that was in your heart before you got all the no's. Think about the big dream that was in your heart before people just started watching and not participating. Think about all the big dream in your heart before you started watching other people live their dream. Come back to yours. Bring it back here. Be together. And once you realize who you are and remember what you want and think about that big dream that you have, it's going to click for you. This is going to be easier. And you might have to come back to this video, right? Your story. What have you been through, or what have you mastered? What is it about you that you have completely mastered? A challenge that you had to get over, a heartbreak that you had to get through, some kind of trauma, some kind of hardship, something that you learned at work, something that you built confidence with, right? What have you done? The most important question of right now, because the money's going to follow this, the grants are going to understand this. So I'm going to read this to you. This is the most important question of today, because the money follows identity. Grants follow purpose, and sales follow transformation. I'm buying this because it's going to make my under eyes light. And the reason it's going to make my under eyes light is, number one, part of it, I believe it. I believe it because I saw the commercials and it was talking to me. And I was like, yes, if I take this and I put it under my eyes and I fan it like they told me, and in the 7 days, I'm going to have clear eyes. Now, let me tell you something, how the mind will play a trick on you. But that's not the point. If they believe it, the mind plays a trick on you. I put the cream under my eyes, fan myself just like they did on the movie. And every day for 7 days, I'm in the mirror like, ooh, it's working. Is it really working? Or do I just believe that it's working? Right? Is it really working? Or do I just believe that it's working? Because sales is about belief too. Is what a person can believe based on what they see through you, based on what you're delivering to them. And you made it so believable that if it worked for you, it got to work for them. And so now you got to remember, what is the thing that you've been through? What do you know for sure about you that you've been through? And even if you're already in business and you're not doing this, if you add this to your business, it's going to change. What have you overcome that you know for sure that other people could do it too? This might be a homework question too. For me, it's domestic violence, right? I sell money. But I sell money because I never want to see another woman be in a situation where money is the reason that she stayed. Because I did. And that was killing me, literally. And so now I sell the opportunity for women and some men too. What's up, AJ? To get money for their dreams. So your dreams can't be crushed. So you can't be broken. But if you apply for these grants with all of this that I'm sharing with you and the transformation too, you're going to have the money to do what you want to do to help other people so you can help yourself. So I sell the ability that you can get money for your dreams. I sell a dream of getting the money. And I show the way to do it. The transformation is, if you follow me, you're going to get it. And the dream is believed because I'm showing you that it's true with testimonies. If you click this link before, you probably saw a young lady, Shay, talk about how she just won another grant. That was a couple months ago. She literally had won like $15,000, $20,000 worth of grants in 3 months. And she was new, right? So what have you lived through? If you're willing to share right now, I want you to put in the comments, no matter how difficult it is, but if you're willing to share, tell somebody, bless somebody right now, something that you lived through in the comments. And mine is domestic violence. I'm going to put it. Mine is self-sabotage. All of that have to do was part of domestic violence. Yep. Mine is people pleasing because all of that has to do with domestic violence, right? And so in the comments, I want you to put, I have lived, I'm putting mine, I have lived through domestic violence. I have lived through people pleasing. I have lived through poverty, right? Poverty meaning not understanding my money, like because of the cycle of domestic violence and low self-worth and people pleasing, that every time I got money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, y'all, I'm not lying, that I never kept a penny because I always was giving it away or wasting it or spending it or losing it or being frivolous because I was so hurt. And so now I have the ability to teach people that they don't have to live like that, but you had to do the work on the inside. So although I'm selling grants, I also in my books I sell self-worth transformation. Because one of the things I know for sure is that there's never been a client that I work with, no matter how much money we get, I'm talking about millions of dollars to $10. If you get to a point where you hit a brick wall, because you got to do the work on yourself. So no matter how big you get, and don't you ever forget this, no matter how great, amazing, big, grand you get, one day you got to deal with you. And success will evade you in the sense that you feel it, right? Because success that other people see in you is not the same as the success you see in yourself. And y'all know this to be true because how many people have we seen that are on top of the world, super famous, multimillionaires, and they rather jump off a bridge than live? Because no matter what, eventually you got to deal with you. And so, us transforming our lives to help other people right now through our avatar is where the money's at. It's where the grants is at. It's where the transformation for you is. It's where that feeling of you, that one little tear that you cry sometimes when you go to bed. And I'm only saying because I know I've been there. That one little tear that just take you out. Your whole day was chaotic and work and all the things. And when it's all said and done, and you can't hide in your work and in your life anymore, you got to look at yourself. That one survival surrender tear, that only goes away by digging deep and getting over, getting through that thing that you need to get through and work on. But that is your magic sauce. That's the business that you should be doing. That's the product you should be selling. That's the transformation you should be delivering. That's the community event you should be helping with or doing. That's your business, that thing that you got through, right? And now, once you, if you've shared in the comments, and I keep trying to share, but my phone wants to turn off, I'm gonna try one more time that I survived domestic violence, people pleasing, and low self worth. Yes, I did. I could talk to about it now. Before I was in denial, I didn't want to mention that I go through those things, but I have. So I say I have survived domestic violence, people pleasing, and low self worth. I put it, y'all. I said mine. Right? I've lived through the loss of my family, constant contact with my children, loss of being able to go events with them, loss of my self identity because of divorce. Wow. 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 Dawn, I see your text. Yes. Dawn said, Dawn is 63, grinding and understand that grants to get business funding. That's right. That's right. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. And now you know who you serve. You got a community out there. There's a community of people waiting to understand what it's like to overcome that. I just got divorced, not me personally, but someone will come to you and be like, I just got divorced and I lost my kids and I'm losing my mind myself. I was with a lady last week, y'all, in Atlanta. My new friend Malika, I love her. She's amazing. She's having a feed the homeless in Connecticut right now. She's an awesome, amazing girl, author of a book called The Spin. And Malika was married for over 25 years. She's only 50, so she's married all of her life. And now she's newly divorced, and I could still see the pain of divorce. So AJ, there you go. I could still see the pain of divorce. I literally had to tell her that it's not her fault and you didn't lose anything. You're gaining the world. You're gaining freedom. You're gaining yourself. You're gaining the gift that God has for you, right? And so that thing that you're getting over is what you're going to deliver into. Listen, if I was a person, and I'm just sharing because it's coming to me, that's like a gift I have. If you tell me your dream, I could tell you the way to get to it, especially if it's your dream in your heart. If you attach to the dream in your heart for some reason, I don't know, y'all, I'm nobody's psychic, but I could show you how to do it, right? And so imagine that you're serving someone in divorce and you're writing books. I know you're an author, AJ. And so you're an author and you're writing through transformation as an author for people in divorce. You're helping them with mental health. You're helping them with confidence. Like there are so many things. You could even make a product to sell them some kind of product. Remember, it's not what you sell, it's what the people believe the transformation is going to be. I don't care what you're selling. What's it going to do for me? This t-shirt that says, ask me about money for your business, right? My nephew has a one, my godson has one says, carry my own weight. Millions of dollars of sales because men believe that they feel powerful carrying their own weight, carrying their family, carrying the things that men are supposed to carry. And so they'll buy it to feel that power. So what service, product, right? Mission can you do based on what you've been through? I'm working with a lady, Dr. Barbara in Mississippi, and Dr. Barbara grew up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and she said that the mentality of the people is so impoverished. They're always taking, and no offense to anyone from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, but if you're from there, you might kind of can relate to what she said. She said the mentality of the people is so impoverished that they always got their hand out expecting people to give them something. They line up for gift for giving instead of for working. And so her mission in her nonprofit, Unity and Community, is an activity that she does is to transform their mind to from social assistance to self-sufficiency. So she wants to teach job readiness and workforce development so that they could lose the mindset of something being given to them and living off of poverty, of just enough to barely survive. But if I could teach you the skill that you have inside of you to bring it out, look what I could do. And that is because that's how she grew up. That's the pain that she has that she had to overcome by becoming a doctor, by becoming educated, by moving from her city. So she's showing that she did it in a way and she wants to go back and help other people do that. Her avatar is her community, right? And so the transformation, right? Your story, you're going to tell your story of what you've been through and how you mastered getting over it. This is your power. This is why people trust you. This is why funders invest in you. Take yourself back to being in school. And we're about to go into our grant vault. Y'all, I'm taking too long. But take yourself back to when you were growing up and that they had the stage, the community on stage, the person, the assembly, right? And a person would come to school and you would see that person on stage. And sometimes that person you can relate to and you like them and you want to be just like them. But most times you'd be like, they don't even get us. Why are they even talking to us? I don't even want to be here because they can't even relate to me. They don't understand me. And it wasn't until that young man came in his swag and his jacket with his jeans and his blazer and talked to you and talked like you and acted like you and had the isms like you that you said, I can relate to that. It wasn't until your home economics teacher that was back there eating her sunflower seeds, right? Mine didn't, but I'm just saying how it goes. They shaking their lemon hands, their sunflower seeds, whatever they're doing. That teacher that connected to you because she got you, right? That's that transference of spirit and energy, and now you can relate to me. And so, what is the transformation? Because you're just like me. If you could do it, I could do it. I connect with you for a reason. So, if you could do it, so can I. What is the transformation that they're going to get from working with you? And how you're going to deliver that to them? That's number 8. How are you going to deliver that solution to them? Right? I'm gonna put all the questions in the comments of this live. So when you come back and you go to the description, all the questions are going to be here. I'll have like a little PDF and you can see all the questions and all the prompts. But how are you going to deliver that solution to them? And this applies to everybody. Are you going to do classes, trainings, workshops? Are you going to do programs, community service? How are you going to deliver it? Are you going to do a podcast? Are you going to start a service-driven business? You want to be a coach, a consultant? Are you going to offer digital tools, right? Are you going to give a one-on-one? Are you going to do group? Are you going to do courses? Are you going to do Bible study, right? Are you going to have ministry, conferences? How are you going to deliver it? And once you know how you could deliver it, you got who they are. You got who you are, how you transform, and why you. So the question is, why me? Why am I the one to deliver this to you? What you going to get out of it if I deliver it to you? And how am I going to give it to you? What's going to be the translation that makes you want to do it, right? And so that's how it's going to do. And now here's a sentence I want you to do, and I'll put this in the comments too, but you're going to write all what we talked about into one sentence. This is what I learned. I help ambitious women start, fund, and grow their business by providing access to free money in the form of grants that they never have to pay back so they can start their business or so they can build the business of their dreams, right? And so your question is, I help, who is it, who are struggling with what is that problem? By teaching them, I provide whatever it is so they can, whatever the result is. So who do I help? I help who it is who are struggling with whatever the main problem is by teaching them or by providing them with whatever that is, right? So they can, whatever the result or transformation is, right? I help ambitious women, let's just say 45 and over, start, fund, and grow their business by providing access to free money in the form of grants so they can create their business dreams. Got it? I help whoever it is who are struggling with whatever the problem is by teaching them or providing them with whatever you provide or whatever you teach so they can, whatever the result is, whatever the transformation is. One more time. I help whoever it is, or who, Tanya, women, whatever, men, kids, who are struggling with whatever the problem is by teaching them or providing them with whatever it is so they can, whatever the result or transformation is, right? So if you're a nonprofit, I got an example. I help women ages 25 to 45 who are struggling with unemployment by teaching them job and confidence skills so they can support their families, right? That's the who, what they're struggling with, by teaching them what I'm teaching so they could do the thing. If you're a business, I help new entrepreneurs who struggle with getting clients by teaching them simple marketing so they could grow their income. You get it? Right? This should be like a test. Like if I tell you the sentence, what's the transformation? That would be good. Right? I help women who feel, if you're a coach, I help women who feel stuck by guiding them through mindset work so they can rebuild their confidence. Mm-hmm. If you're in ministry, I help women of faith who feel disconnected by teaching them spiritual tools so they can grow closer to God. That's good. You got it? I help whoever it is who are struggling with whatever the problem is by teaching them whatever I'm teaching them so they can, whatever the result or transformation is. And when you put all of our avatar together, this is your answer. And this is your business. And once you have that sentence, now you know what you want to do. And even if you came on this live and you were doing something else, when you speak, if you answer these questions from your heart, this is the business that's going to make you rich. If rich is what you want to be, or 100,000, or 50,000, or 5,000, or free. This is it right here. If you answer the questions that I told you from your heart and answer this sentence, this is your thing. This is your gift. Because your gift is what you overcame. Your gift is what you've had to fight through. Your gift is what you had to scrape the ground to get to. And that's what you're supposed to sell. You got me? All right. So what we're going to do real quick, I'm going to take you to the grant vault. So listen, guys, if you can't stay, that's fine. I am, this is recorded, of course. But I want to go inside of the grant vault. And so let me try to I'm going to go in my school. I'm going to come into YouTube with you guys so I can give y'all these links. 1 second. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to tell me your city and state, everybody. I need to know your city and state. So the first thing I want you guys to do if you're here today is, I'm calm. I'm all smooth and calm. Like I promise y'all, the reason that I'm smooth and calm is because I feel it and I believe it and I know it to be true. And so I feel like because it has taken me almost over a year of going live, of talking, to not force it. I don't feel like force anymore. I feel like this is what we do. Right? And so my thing might start talking. Okay, so I put something in the comments for you guys. First thing I want y'all to do, I would love if you could join us on school. And so school is a community. We have our own grant vault, but I decided to put the grant vault on school so that number one, it gives you access to like hundreds of thousands of other opportunities besides just me. And you also have the ability to start your own school. Once you get good at what you're doing and once you get this sentence together, you're gonna know what your tribe is, and you can start your own tribe on school, bring people to work with you, to help you, to get to know you. I would love to see you do that. And so, first of all, join our school so that you can get access to the grant challenge that we're having right now. So, I would love to be able to work with you to do that. And so, I have that in there. The next thing I want to do is I want to share with you because we're about to. I'm about to talk to you. If you have to go, no problem. We are a couple minutes over time. I try to keep this only at 1 hour. But it is here, it is recorded. I'm about to share all of the grants that we've been doing for the last 10 days. We've had a grant challenge. Um, so let me put want us to do it for you. So we have something that we offer on Saturday. Want us to do it for you. And so this is a link, it's up to you. So I'm about to share all the grants that we've been doing, right? And some people, let's be honest, don't have the chance or time to be able to, don't have the time to be able to do the grants for themselves. It's just too much. And so what we have to offer right now is something called the Done For You service. It's where we're going to complete the grants for you, right? And so I just want to make sure I share that with y'all before we start going into our school. And so I'm going to share my screen with y'all. Here is my screen. And so we have been having a 30-day grant challenge. If you're a part of our school, let me just make sure. So the last time I invited people to school, they started joining and nobody got in, which was crazy. So if you're joining, I'm going to let you in today. But this is our school community, one membership request. Good morning, AJ, my guy. What's going on? And so we've been having a 30-day grant challenge. We are on day number 12. As soon as this is over, today is like the first day I was late actually posting. Every day at 9 o'clock, we're posting a brand new grant. Very easy grants. I'm giving you instructions, sometimes a video, sometimes a screen share, or sometimes just the link, y'all. Is super, super easy. And so I want you to join this grant challenge. When you get here, you're going to come over to school. This is the daily group chat. You could come on here and be like, hi, Inga, or hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. Don't let me be the only one talking, y'all. Tell us what you do. Tell us about your avatar, right? Tell us who you serve and what you're doing and why you're building your business or why you're helping other people. We want to know all about that. So you want to come jump on in here. Your first thing you want to do is comment and say what's up to the community. I don't want to be the only one talking. Also, if you're here and there's an expertise that you have that you could teach us, please teach us. I will say to the men, this is a community mostly for women, but I do slide some things in there for you if I know that you're there. But I do my avatars women. 45 and older, 40 and over. I say 45, they try to act 40. So they know what I'm talking about. But come on in here and say something to us. The next tab I want to share with you is the calendar. The calendar is full, y'all. When I say we got it going on, we got something going on every single day. I'm not missing. There's always something. If you want to learn, I'm giving it away to you. Literally giving it away to you. There's opportunities for you to work in different capacity, but most of the calendar is already here just for you. You want to see the grant that we did yesterday? Just click here, and then you're going to click on that. Right, click on the link. It's going to take you directly to the grant. And it's that way for all of the other grant opportunities. So today we are on day, I want to say 12, since Thursday. So we're on day 12, and I'll be posting that in just a few minutes. It's a business grant again that we're doing. The other thing I want you to know for when you see live Q&A, I promise y'all, I just literally be sitting here just like this. And if somebody comes, I'm going to answer their questions. And if they don't come, I'm just going to drink my coffee or do my work or eat a sandwich or something. Cookies. You always going to catch me eating cookies. But I'll be on here doing that. Whenever you see that we're going live, if you ever come in here and it says live, then all you have to do is tap that live button, right? You tap the live button and it'll prompt your screen that you could join the live too. So if you ever see us live and we're live, if we're not live there, go to the calendar and let the calendar tell you where we are live. All the events are right here. All right. So let's talk about our grants. I'm just going to go through the grants that we've posted for the last 11 days, and then today is the 12th day. But if you scroll all the way down You could take yourself right on through. And I tried to pick grants that did not have deadlines. Maybe only one had a deadline, y'all. And so these are all the grants that we have done for the last 11 days. The link that I put in a comment for you is if you feel like you want us to do one of the grants for you, there's the link is there. And then if you use the code school in the checkout, because it's 197, I usually charge for one grant 397. But because you hung out with me, my gift to you is a discount. There's a link when you click on it, it will not only it'll be less than 197 if you use the coupon code from today, which is school, SKOOL. Then guess what? You are going to get the grant for only $147 that I'm going to do the grant for you, and I'm going to do it today. And so if you pick any of these grants and you say, Inga, can you do this grant for me? You click the link, you make your payment, and I will do the grant for you today. You have to do it by 2 o'clock to have it by today. Otherwise, it's business, like 2 to 3 business days. All right. First grant we shared 11 days ago was the Awesome Foundation. And so the Awesome Foundation, anybody can apply for that grant, individual, small business, nonprofit, community groups, even a brand new business. If you have a vision to help somebody bring something creative, fun, and impactful to your community, you qualify for this grant. This was also a video to tell you exactly how to apply from one of the grantors from the Awesome Foundation. You could be anywhere in the country. You just choose the chapter that's closest to you. That grant's available to you right now. The next grant that we did was number 2, the Start Pivot Grow grant. This grant, again, is a grant that's always available to you. This grant was about $2,700. I love the comments. Oh, look at this. Inga, she's trying to get on the Zoom. All right, I see her. Hopefully she's here. Angel, if you're here, hi, good morning. The Start Pivot Grow grant, guys, you're just going to come here. You're going to click on this link. Grant details, $2,500. You can use it for utilities. You could use it for commercial rent, inventory, professional development, software, blah, 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 blah. But there's an eligibility here. 2 years in business, $50,000 or more. They may ask you to validate and want to do 1 to 2 businesses. Just know that every single grant I post might not be for you, but for the most part, every grant is for everybody. Again, guys, if you see a grant that's not for you, the only thing I ask, share it with someone. Invite somebody to join the community. We are here in this together. The more people we have in this community, the more grant funders will come here for them to give us their money. I'm going to say it again. My mission in our community is that grant funders seek y'all to give you money. But you got to be in the community so they could see your work. So I could see that I could refer them to you because you're here. And so when I ask you to share and post, please share and post. Because every day, y'all, Chase and Wells Fargo and Amazon and FedEx and all the people with the money are contacting me. They're talking to me. And I am turning them on to you guys inside of the Grant Vault. So if your work is here, if your mission is here, if I could see your websites, if I could go to your social media and I can prove your work, I could get you the money. I'm pitching for you. So get in here and put your information. I am pitching for you to get the money. All right. The next grant that we share on day 3 was the Hello Skip Instant Grant. I shared a little cheer. I was somewhere, don't know where. And so I go here, I click this link, and there's the link for the grant. It tells you what it's for, $1,000, whatever you could do with the money. Business, entrepreneur, or a nonprofit, founder in the United States. That was the next grant. Last 11 days, y'all, every day we've been giving out money. We've been throwing money every single day. The Giving Joy grant was $500, right? Oh, wow. Look, I didn't see this. Let's see. Oh, I love this. Since last year, when I introduced myself to groups, instead of starting with my job title as a definition of who I am, I start with my name and they say, I am joy, creating joy. Oh, because I know these threes. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's nice. Y'all, we got to comment. Also, just like I'm doing, you guys, comment back to each other. Wasn't that nice what she said? She tells them who she is and then what she does. She says she loved this opportunity and she's all over it. Go, want to go. I love that. I love that. That was the Giving Joy. Day 5 says, let's turn up, right? Day 5, we're not just applying. We made it to day 5. Let's see what this grant was all about. Oh, this was a Chat GPT challenge to help you with it was a worksheet, y'all. The reason you needed this grant, this challenge for this day was because it was helping you with a proposal. Y'all do this. This is really in line with what this is, and it's helping you with your mission. It's helping you with your problem and your program. It's helping you create a mini draft budget. So do this one. This was very, very, very helpful. These are the things that I give you so that you're not just applying for grants. Because I have people sometimes be like, oh my God, I applied for 30 grants this month. I got nothing. If you apply for 20 to 30 grants in a month, you should get something. Even if it's a letter, $500, $100, $1,000, you should get something. The young lady Shay, I told you that won the like $20,000. One of the grants she won was the Hello Skip Instant Grant. And she had applied for many grants. It wasn't even 20 to 30. All right. So do this one. So day number 5. So I feel like day number 6. I'm gonna go back from day number 7 to day number 6. So day number 6, guys, was called the I Fund Women Universal Grant. All right. So guys, this one wasn't for you, it's for the ladies. But this was a grant that I like because it matches you to other grants. Anything that I send to you guys, if they try to upsell you, it's your choice if you want to work with them. Some people do exactly what we do here in the Grant Vault, and so they're going to upsell you into their services too. I don't tell you to get their services. I only put you onto the leads that I have. But if you find that this is good for your business, you are the ruler of your life. And you got to do what makes the most sense for the investment in your business. Okay? So if you see something and you want to participate with that business, it's up to you. The other thing I'll say is the comments in the chat. Only thing I'm asking, because this is our community and we work together. But if somebody slides in your DM from this group, but they haven't put it on the board, I want y'all to share it with us so that we can make sure that you're safe. Because this group is made for new entrepreneurs, and I say that. And a lot of people are predators for new entrepreneurs because they know that you're eager and excited and you want to win. And so make sure you share or ask me what do I feel about it. And I'm going to look into it with you, right? I don't have any collaborations with anybody here. And if you want to collaborate with our group, we want you to, right? I'm not particularly collaborating yet with anybody in the school community, but if there's somebody that slides in your DM, not that takes you off this platform. You know how Facebook be like, you can't sell. Don't be careful when you go off the platform for Facebook or for the platforms that you buy, Poshmark and all of that. They always tell you be careful, right? Same thing here. Be careful outside the platform. Day 7 was the Threadneedle Alley grant. Now, this was pretty cool. I had never even heard of this grant before, right? Marty said he just applied. Tanya applied. Brittany applied. I love that. And so this grant was $5,000 for applicants that was 40 plus. I'm just saying that's my avatar, right? That's my avatar. So applicants that was 40 plus, all you do is click this grant link right here. There's the grant application. The deadline is December 31st. The only thing I tell you is to read. Always read before you apply, right? Once you know the rules, you can't get it wrong, go ahead and apply. That was day 7. Day 8, y'all, was the Verizon Digital Ready grant. This one probably closed already because it says here the deadline was tomorrow. But Tanya got it done. Brittany got it done. I love that. I love that. So that one is really good though when it is open because it teaches you about you either take courses, a couple of courses, marketing, budgeting, whatever it is, anything that's good for your business. And then on top of that, you apply for the grant. And so that's good because you get 2 for the price of nothing. Day 9 was the Amber Grant, y'all. So the Amber Grant is the only grant we shared that has a fee. It's a small $15 fee, but it's a good investment because I know that the Amber Grant is real. I know that it gives out the money, and I know that it invests in worthy causes. And so this is a woman-driven business grant, but it's a really good grant. They have a $10,000 grant, and this month they're going to do a $25,000 grant. That's $35,000 opportunity this month, and you can apply for it because what if you get it? And if you do your avatar right, and if you share and if you get to organizing and structuring your business and your social media the way that it should go, you're going to do fine. You're going to do well. Not only that, but again, they're going to be checking for y'all because we got them in here checking for you guys. Day 10 was find help. So business grants, personal grants, nonprofit grants, building capacity grants, technical grants, research grants. There's so many grants, but this was a personal grant. And I love this grant because Shay, the young lady I told you that got the 20,000 or so dollars, all the grants she got came from here. All the grants she won came from this website. And so what I want you to do is go meet Shay. You could just click right here. There's a video. She just tells her story, casually walking in her backyard. But when you click on findhelp.org, every business owner, y'all know, remember my avatar, Tanya. She's getting started. She needs the money. Even if she has money, she doesn't want to go broke trying to grow her business, right? Because she works so hard. So she wants something for herself. So she'll come on here. I know that as business owners, I've been a business owner for a long time, and I ran into every challenge you could face. I'm talking from foreclosure to bankruptcy. I needed help, but we kept going, right? And so you're going to come here, you're going to put your zip code, whatever your zip code is, and you're going to click on search in Wilmington, Delaware. 2,200 programs from food to education to legal to goods to transportation. All the things are here. Never be too shy to ask for help. Never be too shy to qualify, to apply for what you qualify for. If it could take a little bit of a burden off of you, do it. Do it. And have your paperwork ready. Because most of the time they're going to want bank statements, they're going to want a story, they're going to want to know about you. If you all have all this ready, you're good. Do it. Spend your time getting this done. Spend an hour of your day off of social media or off of chips and TV or whatever it is, and just spend that 1 hour a day committed to yourself. 1 hour a day could truly change your life. I don't have a statistic for it, but I know that just a little bit of time, just a little bit of time focused on yourself, focus on your dream, can change your life, can change your life drastically. What's happening to you right now is what you did 90 days ago, last week, last month. So what happens to you tomorrow is what you're doing today. All right? So that was that link. And let's see, that was day 10. Day 11 was another Hello Skip grant, $10,000 year-end grant for Hello Skip. All you got to do is click the link. Guys, we told you earlier when you did the Hello Skip challenge, which was a couple of grants ago, that you had to do to build your profile. But I love when you build your profile because guess what? Hello Skip matches you to grants. So you don't have to wait on me. It's matching you to grants. Everything you need is right here. Day 12 is today. As soon as we're done, I'm going to post day 12. You'll get an alert for that. Everything you need is right here. There's nothing that we can't give you that's not going to be found in this community. Every single thing that you need is right here, right? And so I'm going to check to see if y'all have any questions, any comments, any kudos. Y'all would be knowing that I'd be liking. Every girl likes a little shout out there. So I'm coming on here to see if you guys have any questions or any closing comments. I don't have any I don't think I ever have an eloquent exit except for we are getting this done. And I just love the fact that we're here together and that we're getting this done together, right? And so I'm looking for your comments to see how y'all are doing out there. Join the conversation, live chat. Let me see where we at. Oh, there you go. Hey, y'all. I'll get it. I can help her. Oh, look, AJ said it only takes a minute to get there. That's right, AJ. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yup. Yep. 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 All of that. All of that. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. It means so much. And I'm just grateful that we was able to spend this time together this morning. The only thing I want you to know is that the only thing keeping you from your dream is the money. I ain't lying. Action, money. Action, courage, and money. Action, courage, and money. Because with courage, you can get confidence. And with action, action is going to yield results. Action in the right way is going to yield results. And results that are positive is going to give you confidence. And the more you could do it, the more you're going to succeed, the more confident you're going to become, the money's going to come. Applying for grants gives you the money in the beginning. The action with the right direction gives you the money as you work for it. And so you could do it however you want. You can apply for grants to have the money while you work, or you can do the action with the right activity, get the money as you work. All right. And so I'm grateful that you're here. Definitely make sure you follow me at Inga Nykole. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, as they say, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, subscribe. I've been seeing it on YouTube. Guys, I had a time. I'm so excited and grateful that my live played correctly today. We didn't have to delay too much. It's been real with y'all, and I just appreciate you so much. I got a Zoom I'm supposed to be on. She is looking for me. And so I love you guys. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in your business over the next 90 days. Finish this grant challenge. Let's get this money. Join that school. Let's go.